Are you asking yourself, how long should I wait when my partner wants space? Or do you find yourself constantly obsessing of when will things finally go back to normal? And what if I told you you might be asking the wrong question? Because in this video, I'll show you why focusing on the timeline is actually sabotaging your progress. And I'll walk you through the 4 questions that will truly move your relationship forward. So stick around because what I'm about to share can completely shift your mindset and really speed up your journey to real relationship restoration and reconciliation with your partner. If you want real science-based strategies that empower men and women to thrive in long-term relationships and marriages, then please hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I post new videos each week. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Luke, and my mission is to empower men and women in long-term relationships and marriages with the right tools, skills, and knowledge to steer their relationship to a place where they can finally truly thrive. I've helped hundreds of men and women who are frustrated, confused, and were on the brink of losing it all. So using this proven science-based method that really helps you focus on emotional safety and real transformation is not just quick fixes or manipulation. So if you're ready for real change, then you're in the right place. So let's break down what you really need to know when you're waiting and giving your partner space. So first off, why asking how long is actually the wrong question. So if you're asking how long before I see results, or how long should I give them space for, it's actually a sign that your attention is in the completely wrong place. And you're actually suffering because you're so focused on the outcome that you could be sabotaging yourself in the process. And it's like watching a plant grow, that if you just stare at it, it feels like it never grows and is never getting anywhere. So the more you focus on how quickly things will change, the more anxious and impatient you become. And even if you try to not be pushy, it's that impatient really comes out in your words, your tone, and your actions. And most of the time, it's subconscious because it's in your micro expressions of your face and the intonation, because it's just second nature. And this is where your partner can sense when your approach isn't genuine, that when you're just trying to get them back, that really makes them pull away even more. And you're completely missing the real reason why they even want space to begin with. Because the truth is, when your partner asks for space, there's usually some deep-seated unhappiness in the relationship. And there's really something that is missing that they can't always express or they're not even aware of. Maybe you haven't been listening, or you just jump to conclusions too quickly. Or like a lot of men, if you're just always rushing to fix things and get a certain outcome, then you're completely missing the root of the problem. It's like just cutting down a weed, but not pulling it out at the roots. Just waiting for it to fester and grow back even bigger and stronger. So what they really want to see is that you're willing to understand them and not just fix them for your own benefit. Because if you're so focused on getting them back, you're only going to keep repeating the same behaviors that really made them pull away to begin with in the first place. And this moves us into the primary question you really need to be asking yourself. Are you bettering yourself for the right reasons? Because a lot of spouses or partners really just try to better themselves to get their partner back. But if your motivation is, again, tied to the outcome and getting them back, you're going to lose that motivation if and when they return. And that's when the old patterns repeat and things really fall apart again. Because the real shift happens when you start bettering yourself for your own sake, regardless of what happens. Because when you do that, your actions become less manipulative and your partner can actually believe your changes are real and permanent. And that's when trust is actually built, and it speeds up the process of healing. Because as the saying goes, it's not what you do when they're watching, it's what you do and who you are when they're not. But that's the oxymoron and paradox, is they're always watching. And that's why it's so important that you are doing this for yourself and living authentically and genuinely for yourself, because you want to better yourself. So have you ever caught yourself making changes just to get someone back instead of for your own growth? Drop a yes or no in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your story and what you've learned along the way. So if you're asking, how long should I wait? Because that's completely the wrong approach. And what should you focus on instead then? The 4 questions that actually help you restore your relationship are, how long will it take for me to better myself for the sake of bettering myself? Because when you shift your motivation to genuine self-growth, you'll really keep improving even after you get back together. Because if your motivation is only to get them back, then you're going to lose that motivation once they return. And that's when the negative cycle and habits really kick back in and the loop starts all over again. But if you're growing for yourself and because you truly want to change and you enjoy the process of growth and changing, then you're going to keep going. And that's what leads to the permanent change and your partner coming back permanently. Because every time you do fake growth and you bring them back in a little bit closer, only to repeat the same patterns or mistakes, then you're only prolonging the length of time of separation between the two of you. So you need to be asking, how long will it take for me to learn the skills to lead conversations that open up my partner and heal their emotions? And a lot of spouses or partners, especially men, think they know how to communicate. But if your partner wants space, then there are probably skills you still need to develop. When you can ask the right questions and lead conversations in a way that really makes them feel safe, your partner is going to be able to finally share what's really been going on. And then that's when you're going to finally understand the truth about what needs to change. And the third question is, how long will it take for me to learn to battle the resistance? Because you might be doing all the right things, but your partner is still resisting. That's normal because they want to know that your changes are real and aren't just a temporary fix to get them back again. And honestly, why would they not resist you? Because they've probably been in this loop dozens and dozens of times only to get burned over and over and over again. So if you were in their position, how many times are you going to keep playing with fire or keep giving the same person chance after chance only to get burned, let down, and have it hurt even more every time it happens? So if you can keep showing up authentically even when it's hard, then that's when you're going to prove that you're truly different. Because most people give up at this stage. Because again, all their focus is on the outcome and those quick results. But if you can master facing that resistance, then you're going to get over the hump and really move forward. And it's going to be a lot faster than you even imagine when it's from that place of authenticity. And I know you're probably asking, how long before they believe I've changed for good? And ultimately, it's their choice. That they need to believe that you've changed. They need to see that your growth is genuine and lasting and not just a strategy to get them back. And it's when they believe that, that's when they'll be ready to move forward. And the only way to get there is to master the other three steps of growing yourself, learn to communicate, and really keep showing up even when it's hard. Because here's the ironic part and the irony in all this. When you stop attaching yourself to the outcome, that's when things actually progress the fastest. Because there are no shortcuts. There are no magic techs, no quick fixes, because your partner really is looking for real permanent change and not short-term tactics. If you found this video helpful and you're finally ready to take that step and that leap of faith to start healing your marriage and bring your relationship back together, then join my relationship restoration program where you'll have lifetime access to 60 plus hours of self-paced modules with exercises at the end to help you implement and integrate everything that's being taught. And even better yet, you'll have unlimited access to my schedule, so you can schedule coaching calls where you can get as much or as little one-on-one help as you need. So if you're done messing around and truly serious about healing your relationship or your marriage, then click the link below and join Relationship Restoration today. And I'll see y'all in the next video.